Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL.
Who are you?
I'm Andrew.
I'm Will. Good morning.
I do not think either one of us could inhabit the other's body.
Ew, how Buffalo Bill of you.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Anyway, let's keep it. This is a family show. Let's keep it clean.
I wouldn't even know what it's like to be able to easily reach something on the bottom shelf.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to try to put my shoes on.
No.
Do you like my new cup?
I love your new cup. Turn around so everybody can see it.
You've got to see this. Okay, I've got to read it first. Okay. Chaos coordinator fueled by caffeine. I absolutely love this cup, but I've got to tell you this. We've got to add a couple of things though. I need one of those like Sharpie pen thingies, like in silver or white or whatever, so I can get plus vodka, plus tea, plus, yeah, there's a lot of things it takes to keep me going. That's all I got to say.
Well, you do run at literally 1,000 miles per hour.
I know, and you know what? I told this to everybody at the table at lunch the other day. It's like, unless I'm like in St. John floating with the turtles, I mean, I go like 100 miles an hour every day, don't I?
You do.
Oops.
Speaking of St. John,
yes,
I'm glad to have you back in studio because we had AIU here for 2 weeks while you were in St. John.
Yeah, I know. He was a hot mess. He was a hot mess. Yeah. I mean,
in 3 seasons of doing this show, those 2 episodes with AI Andrew were probably some of the hottest messes we've ever had.
I never knew that I looked so good as a curly redhead. I was like, wow, that's a look.
That was a look. And it's funny, when we came in here.
Oh, I walked outside and got a date after that episode. Do you know that? They're like, woo, baby. I'm like, okay.
Okay, rock star. It's funny, we walked in here.
Today?
And everyone said, how'd the Stomp video come out? I'm like, I don't think Stomp wants any relationship with that clip.
We're obviously not trained musicians, I'll just say that.
But Stomp was absolutely fantastic.
Always a great crowd pleaser. I mean, and how perfect was it though? Right after all that ice-pocalypse type of thing.
Yes, ice-pocalypse.
And I love the fact that you said, cabin fever, question mark? It's like, duh.
That was your idea. You can take credit for it.
I was just making conversation. I don't need credit or whatever, da-da-da-da. Anyway, yes.
But you know, in talking about Stomp, it was very neat to learn that they ran for 29 years at the Orpheum Theater in New York with 11,500 shows almost. That seems like an impossible number of anything to me.
Absolutely.
And we are about to bring David Harriet on to talk about Giraffes Can't Dance, which is...
Do you know what I'm going to ask him?
What?
I want David, to come on the show, and you know, this is Gerald. The giraffe is Gerald. I want to see David's interpretive dance of what Gerald does on stage.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, come on, he's a dancer.
He is a dancer.
A dancer dances.
I'm not cutting on David's dancing ability either. Please do not do the splits. I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah. Chaos. Good morning.
We don't have the room for interpretive dancing.
Oh, we can put him in splits and we can just lift him up like this, and you take one leg and I'll take the other, and we'll just like, ah!
No, that we could do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just zoom out a little bit. We'll get it all in.
I'm worried about hitting his head.
It's not going to hurt him.
And I have to admit a little bit, and I hate to say this, ever since we had Oklahoma here several years ago, I'm out on interpretive dance.
Yeah, especially when it goes on 10 minutes.
That dream sequence. Okay. We will get back on the rails, and we will see you guys in just a few minutes with David Harriet sitting right here, or maybe in the splits on our shoulders.
Poof.
5 stars for To Kill a Mockingbird, unmissable and unforgettable. Richard Thomas is Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
February 16 through 18. Learn more at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to a very humorous episode, apparently, of Show and Tell with BTL.
Bob, we need you to come out and fix his wiring. It's not quite connected in the back.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I obviously have no idea what I'm doing.
Yes, but we made a David up here.
But I do like that Bob has now added a countdown timer for us, so I don't actually have to do the math in my head anymore.
Oh, look at this. It's red and it's white. Yeah, okay, cool. That's not like a bomb or something, is it?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Always cut the blue wire.
Always cut
In
the
the
blue
movies,
wire.
they say it's the red wire. Always cut the blue
If you don't have anything to cut it with, can you cut it with your teeth?
If you want to die.
That's why I didn't go into that line of work.
There's lots of reasons you didn't go into that line of work.
Oh, I think that was a slam. Bam.
No,
Thank
it's
you,
not,
ma'am.
It's not a slam, it's just reality. You are much too high strung for bomb work.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you straight out.
I would just throw it.
MacGyver.
Anyhow,
Yes,
good morning,
David.
How are you?
Good to see you.
I'm fine.
Wonderful. We have a show coming up, don't we?
Yeah.
And what's it called?
Giraffes can't dance.
So I really.
So why can't giraffes dance?
Well, it's not that they can't. They just haven't owned it yet.
Oh.
Now I don't want to give it away at the end of the story, but the giraffe.
His name is what?
What is his name?
Gerald. Gerald is his name. Name for the
That
president.
goes with giraffe.
What's he named for the president? Gerald Ford? I love
don't believe
I love
so.
breaking him up,
I
making
don't
him laugh.
believe so.
Okay.
You'll notice I'm hiding behind this.
They both laugh.
It was written
Let's
before.
just talk. Let's just talk. Coffee talk right
What
here, right
did you
now.
want to say about giraffes can't
Yes.
dance, David? Let's just start there.
Well, our education program, outreach program, has plays that come in that that not only are exciting to watch and the kids get excited about the shows, they also learn something from the shows. And in this one, they're going to learn that you shouldn't be a bully.
Oh.
Oh.
You shouldn't be a bully. The other animals are
He's talking to you.
are bullying.
I'm the most anti-bully person you know.
But kids can be bullied for all sorts of things. I mean, they can be bullied for what they're wearing.
Especially
all
in
of a
today's
sudden.
world with social media and everything online. I mean, it's
Right.
a pandemic.
So this makes this.
And so Gerald doesn't have a dance, and all the other animals in the jungle have a dance, and they're making fun of him because he doesn't have a dance.
How does a porcupine dance?
Very carefully. Jinx it.
I mean, it's so short with the little stubbly legs and the quills. How does it dance?
The quills can come out at different times.
They lay
Wiggle
down. Yes.
and-
So
Okay.
I'm.
Anyway, back to Gerald and not having
Well,
his
I want to
dance.
bring this to reality with David. You teach children to dance, correct?
I do.
And so
Very
do you
well,
find, yes, and so do you find and you've been teaching dance for, what, 50 years?
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, don't be like, yes, I just called.
It's probably more than that, but
Oh, okay. Yes, I just called you old, but that's not
No.
the point. The point
Yeah.
is you should be very proud of that. What I want
Right.
to know about is, do you often get in your classes children like Gerald, and you have to help them and to own their bodies and embrace and gain the confidence to be able to stand out there and just go for it and dance like nobody's watching.
that's what makes teaching a wonderful thing is when you get kids, they come in and you're teaching them and all of a sudden they have that aha, I can do it.
Yes.
And they do it. And yes, dance like nobody's watching, even though everybody's watching. And they can and that's basically what happens with Gerald. He dances like nobody's watching and everybody comes around and watches and
And how do they react?
exciting.
Good.
Yes.
Wonderful.
They're-
So I know you've got 3 performances on February 2nd.
That's right.
The 9:30 and the 12:30, those are both outreach where all the schools will come, correct?
We have a lot of Huntsville schools, but we also have schools from outside of Huntsville, Madison County, North Sound Mountain. That's where I'm going to right after this.
Okay.
So we have, and both of those shows are full.
Oh,
those
wonderful.
Those school shows. We also have some homeschoolers that come to the 12:30 show.
Okay.
And then we have a community show at 7 o'clock that right now still has tickets available.
Oh, okay.
They just go online and to our website and they'll see where they can order tickets. Everybody does need to have a ticket to come into the show at 7 o'clock. That's 7 o'clock on February 2nd. And
That's a Friday, isn't it?
that's a Friday.
So it's a great night to take the family out.
Yeah, the whole family will enjoy it. It is a musical. They will be singing. Musicals are a great way for kids to learn things.
Now on the BTL website, you simply go to BroadwayTheaterLeague.org, and at the top there's a drop-down menu that says Outreach, and you drop that down and you select Giraffes Can't Dance. Is that correct? How to get the tickets?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned with this is a really, really popular children's book.
You're not kidding. I can't believe some of the people that have said, oh, teachers,
Oh, no.
yeah.
They had no idea they turned it into a stage performance.
Robin Jennings is like, she wanted to come see the show because that was one of her favorite children's books.
Right. And I have to say, before you go,
Uh-oh, where are you going?
because it's February, he's going to North Sand Mountain.
Oh,
Did
that's
you
right.
just hear him?
I did, sorry. Connect the dots.
Anyhow, what is February 2nd besides Giraffes Can't Dance? It's my single favorite holiday.
Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day.
Oh! I literally had no idea. So,
Is there going to be a groundhog in Giraffes Can't Dance?
Maybe we could just kind of put that out there. And
Can I make a special appearance as a groundhog?
we can have your head pop out of the floor.
Yes. Yes, I've got my Bucky the Beaver thing. That's pretty close to a groundhog.
Okay, there you go.
It's like a groundhog with a big tail.
Just contact the show. They've got a new cast member, and then the head's just going to pop out of the floor. And they can step on it and shove it back down.
Right. Or somebody get a mallet and just
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Okay, and before we go, who makes, what are our sponsors that make this possible, do these free school shows and community shows?
Well, we get grant money from the Alabama State Council on the Arts and the City of Huntsville Arts and Cultural Grant program that's administered by Arts Huntsville, Madison County Commissioner.
It's like his
Mac
title
McCutcheon.
It's like
Yeah.
his title changes all the time.
Well,
I mean, he was second in command of the state
no.
for the longest time,
Yeah.
but now he's head of the Madison County
Right.
Commission. Yeah, sure.
yeah. So he's one of our sponsors, and of course, people who come to the shows, who come to the Broadway shows, they also are individual contributors that help make it all happen.
Let me just say and put this in here real quick, and this is sort of a number that we have used for eons. Do you know that if you simply donate $15 to Broadway Theater League Outreach Program, you can help bring a child to one of these free shows whenever we have them? So, I mean,
And you kind of cut him off before he finished, but Jay
did I?
Chandler and the Chandler Family Fund,
I mean, and
great contributors.
Jay Chandler and I put this program together in 2005, and it has simply grown and blossomed. I mean, we've now reached, 40,000 kids since we started doing all this?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a great number.
I hate to be the Debbie Downer.
Sorry, oops.
Shut
up.
Shooting kind of high now on the time, so we are going to cut to a break, and we will see you guys in just a few minutes.
See you soon.
Jesus Christ Superstar. The legendary rock album, reimagined for a new generation, live on stage. The Guardian hailed it a gorgeous, thrilling, heavenly musical. The New York Times praises it an adrenaline-pumping production, the iconic musical phenomenon, Jesus Christ Superstar.
March 15th through 17th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL, and you'll notice that we have a new person.
Are you
here that's
puffing
not
up?
David.
That was quite the puff up. He was like,
I did puff up.
you puffed up.
I didn't realize.
Why did you puff up?
I don't know. I guess it's, my defense mechanisms.
So, if you don't
Yes.
remember, this is Kip Driver, who works in our office. He actually came to Broadway Theater League via Broadway itself, and he does a little thing called Kip's Corner, and he talks about all the new and upcoming shows that are in New York, might be coming here. And he also does like a Positivity Friday. What do you call that?
Feel Good Friday.
Feel Good Friday.
Yes. Not like
Obviously, it doesn't make you feel good. You don't even know what it is. Whoops.
It's not Minute Motivation with Miss Josie. It's Feel Good Friday.
Remind me to tell you about that when this camera turns
Okay.
off.
Must be naughty.
Sorry.
Josie, I'm on to you.
Sorry.
Anyhow,
Yes.
so I'm going to ask you first.
Okay.
How did you feel about Stomp?
I had never seen it.
You lived in New York that long and you never saw Stomp?
I I think I lived in New York the entire time it ran, which was 29 years, and I never saw it because it was always going to be there. So you're just like, oh, I'll see it sometime, and then.
Were you a theatrical snob and looked down on it?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
at all. I
was
just,
like,
you know, it's like the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building. You're like, it's not going anywhere, so you don't prioritize it.
And it's funny, with 29 years, you think, really, it's kind of like Les Mis. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
I have been to New York for 25 years, going for 25 years, sometimes 2-3 times a year. I have never been to the Statue of Liberty yet.
Case in point,
Sorry.
but Stomp was awesome.
Yes.
Let's go.
I know.
Let's don't
Yeah,
recreate.
PTSD.
yeah, you kind of, yeah, no.
Yes.
That was hallucinogenic.
Yeah. We blacked
It
out.
was AIU.
Oh, thank God.
That's true.
I can't be accountable for my AI.
Somebody dosed us or something. I don't know.
It's the screen stuff off the back. It's seeping into our heads.
It wasn't me.
So, what is new on Broadway right now?
Well, I have a new. To talk about that, I have a new blog series called "What's the Broadway Buzz," which is like, "What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening."
Is that a plug for Jesus Christ?
It is, which is coming here.
Yes.
Exactly.
Plug.
Yes.
Sorry, I obviously have no idea what that was.
Yeah. It's from Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes.
Yeah, little play on words. But yeah, so what's the Broadway Buzz? It's talking about what's playing on Broadway right now. We want to just share it with our viewers, and hopefully these shows will make it down to us, sooner than later. And so I've talked about 6, and I talked about Hadestown so far.
So, the premise of 6 is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh.
The 6 ex-wives of
Yeah.
Henry VIII.
Yes.
Seeing about their life and demise.
Yeah. It's kind of like you. You're like Henry VIII.
Exactly.
When we do it here locally, he can be Henry VIII.
Yes.
Of course, he's never seen on stage, but.
Yeah. Theodore Huntsville, are you listening?
Or maybe Shenanigans.
Oh, even better.
Can you imagine?
Anyway,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you.
No.
6 has a very special place in my heart.
It's a good one. And what's great about 6 is interesting is it was in previews when COVID hit on Broadway. So and then the world turned upside down, and then nothing for 18 months, and then it came back. So it's kind of started, and then 2 years later it opened on Broadway. So, and it's a giant hit. Now it's celebrated 2 years on Broadway, and it's doing awesome, and they have all these tours, and
There literally is no place that 6 is not playing. I know that they're doing cruise ships now, they're doing international tours.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's basically a giant concert based on infidelity.
Yep, it sure is. It sure is.
With a ton of brain-eating music that will get in your head and not.
Yeah.
For me, every single song on that soundtrack is hummable, singable. I mean, I literally know every single song, not word for word, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's such an earworm.
Yep.
The music in that is.
And the costumes and the dancing and
non-stop energy. Just
and they're competing against
Yes.
each other, and then they're together as a girl.
So what else is coming new, hot, and exciting?
There's so many shows coming up.
I know.
I had to write them down.
Okay, yeah, because we're going up in a couple months.
Yeah.
Okay. And we got
I'm excited.
tons of shows.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's just crazy. On Broadway right now, I mean, they're shoving these shows in a theater. They're playing a couple of months and they're shoving them out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not even giving them a chance to really recoup their
No,
money.
Broadway's changed a lot, and
Yeah.
that's why, that people are having to adapt to it. But there's so many shows that we had to divide and conquer so we can share it with everyone. We watch the show, and then afterwards you go get a drink and you dissect it, and then you're like,
Is it
does
like
Huntsville want to see this show?
is it like the game Operation where you have to be very careful?
It is. It's like a 2-martini operation
Got it.
game.
Okay,
Yes,
cool. Got it.
exactly.
I want to see you play Operation after 2 martinis. You are basically going to electrocute yourself.
After 2 martinis, he would just take the little metal,
That's
the little
true.
things, and just.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've got to cut to a break. We're
Yes.
going to keep you on for the final segment, and we'll
geez, 'cause you
see
went
you guys
so
in
much.
a few minutes.
All right.
Mockingbird is now the most successful American play in Broadway history. Richard Thomas is Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
February 16th through 18th. Learn more at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. The last segment with Kip here, we spent a lot of time talking about what shows are going to come, but we never really told you what they are.
None.
That he's talking about. Well, we did talk about 6.
Yes. Yes.
Is that all we talked about?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right.
Boom.
Should I jump in?
Yeah, tell us some of the other shows that are
Okay.
in Broadway.
Yeah, so these are some of the shows that we'll start previewing very soon and opening in the spring. The musical version of The Notebook.
Oh my God. Nope.
Oh.
Already out.
He's just pitter-patting. No, but I hear...
That is not a pitter-patter movie. That's a cry-your-eyes-out, sorrowful movie.
It's an emotional venture.
It's getting a lot of buzz, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, it is.
It played in Chicago, got great reviews. You know, it's got the younger couple, the older couple. I'm excited. I think it could be a great one. So,
Great,
The
okay.
Notebook. Hell's Kitchen, Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, yes. I was there in what, November?
Yep.
Was I there in November? Saw the buzz, and it was still at the what
Public.
Theater?
The Public.
Theater, yes. Instantly
So-
transferred.
Sold out.
I know we were going to talk about the shows that are coming, but you gave me a segue that I just have to throw in here.
Okay.
The very first episode of The Waltons that I saw, starring Richard Harris.
Richard Thomas.
Richard Thomas.
Yes.
Richard Harris is a writer.
Richard
Thomas,
Harris is an actor.
and he'll be here in a couple of weeks for To Kill a Mockingbird.
Get to
Okay.
interview him.
You do get to interview
Thanks
him.
to you. Thank you, bro.
Anyways, the very first episode I saw was just a few weeks ago, and I turned it on, and there was seriously a knife fight going on The Waltons. And the other character that was fighting, John Boy, was from Hell's Kitchen.
Oh.
So anyhow, continue.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hell's
Side road,
Kitchen.
side road.
Yes. Alicia Keys.
Yes.
Huge buzz. Sold out at the Public, immediately transferring, which never happens. So
Is
Super
Alicia
excited.
Keys going on the road with it?
I don't think so.
Probably
She's been
not.
very, very
There.
heavily involved in every aspect
She's
of its
awesome.
creation. She is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's loosely based on her life, like in late teens.
Yeah, growing
up
Hell's
in
Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen
Yeah, yeah.
area. Cabaret.
Back again, coming from
Back
the West
again.
End, right?
Yeah, but-
Star-studded cast.
This is Eddie Redmayne. Yeah. Exactly. And
He just had a crush, I think.
yeah, right. It played in the West End already in London, and huge hit. So of course they had to bring it over. It has played Broadway 1,000 times,
Right.
but I'm still excited.
Good.
Yeah. Let's see. Water for Elephants.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Great book. Great book.
It is a great book. I know
Yes.
you're probably, thinking
I
about
read
the
the book
movie.
and I saw the movie.
Oh, you didn't like
Okay.
the book either.
You don't like either one?
Okay.
Okay.
But circus. Big
I like the
visual
circus.
I'm wondering if it's going to be like Sideshow.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly a
Maybe.
little
I
bit
feel
of-
like it's going to be a little more commercial than Sideshow, which is probably good because then it will run. I love Sideshow, but
Yeah.
it flopped twice basically. So
I know.
Yeah,
Beautiful
yeah. Okay, The Who's Tommy.
Why is that?
Come on.
Why is that important to me?
To you?
Yes. Very first show I ever presented in 1993. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I'm old man
So-
now.
Yes.
I'm curious how, with all the new technology we have, how they will present.
Absolutely.
Because it is open to lots of technical
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, with all the high-tech stuff that I saw with Back to the Future, that I saw, and have seen in a lot of other shows, I can't imagine what they're going to do
Oh,
with
it's
this.
going to be amazing.
It's going to be electrified.
And it
Yes.
hasn't been on Broadway in 30 years.
Right, exactly.
And Des McAnuff, who directed it 30 years ago, is directing this one.
Ah,
Interesting.
Cool.
It did very well in Chicago. out of
Everything
town.
old will be new again.
you've got to mention that one.
The Outsiders. Come on.
Which character were you?
Oh, wow.
Can you remember any of the actors that were in it?
I would be the Ralph Macchio character, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I don't remember the character's name, but he played him in the movie.
Was he Pony Boy?
He wasn't Pony Boy.
No,
he was the
okay.
other one.
He's like soda pop. Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
That's it. Something like that.
Soda.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool.
It's
And which one would you be?
I have no
You'd
idea.
be a greaser, wouldn't you? No, you'd be a Soch. You'd be a Soch.
I'd be a Soch.
So would you.
Yeah, we'd be socials. All right.
You two would be Soches.
I'm sorry, I stand alone. I don't do
Me and
groups.
Lisa would be the greasers.
I don't do groups. Oh, Lisa will cut up. I'm like,
Where is Lisa?
Yeah, she's hiding over. She's like, I got you.
She's like last week they dragged me on the set for the stomp sequence. I'm not coming near them.
Nope, I'm out of here.
Just saying, she is Italian.
I know, and Irish. I mean, jeez.
Now The Outsiders, though, it had a very successful run at La Jolla in California, which is where a lot of the shows start. And then if they do well, they make it to Broadway. So I think I'm very excited about that one. I keep saying that about all these.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah,
Ever since I read the book.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you don't think about it, but it's set in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get many books set or plays or musicals set in Oklahoma City.
Except Oklahoma, the musical.
And it's like, oh boy, you guys are bringing
How
this
has
up
that come up
too
twice
much.
in the same episode?
Yes. And what's the nickname for that? We can't.
Oklahoma?
Oh, that's one of them. I was thinking of a less
Don't say the other
friendly
one, please.
version.
Okay, but you can bleep me if you want to.
No.
Oh, see?
They can read lips.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, the people that saw Oklahoma and loved it when we had it last time, the new version, loved it.
Okay.
Most people did not, but the ones that did, I mean, they really got the artistry in what they were going.
It was a great way to lose weight.
Yes, it was also a great way to invite an ant colony into your building.
It was before me, which I'm very happy. But why don't you call the BTL office and tell us what you thought about Oklahoma? Just kidding. Please don't.
You're. I think.
Oh,
Lisa's
no.
shivering over there.
Every
Ask
phone
for Penny.
number, every email, every whatever is all going directed. Kip at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Yes.
Let him know what you think.
Please, my phone never rings.
Okay, so we have lots of cool stuff on our website. We've got Kip's Corner, especially on our social media. We're sharing the Feel Good Fridays, the Kip's Corner, the Broadway Buzz, all these different things we have going on. And you're basically getting it pretty much direct from Broadway because the amount of people he knows on Broadway still is amazing. And it's a great way to see what's coming up in our future.
Absolutely. So you're going to lead us out with a song? Some more. What's that buzz to? What happening?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
No,
Next!
hold on. We got to throw back to last season with the Wiz. Ease on down. Ease on down the road.
Which it's
Another new show.
It's
yeah.
coming to Broadway, so very good. Full circle.
Cheers to the Brewskis.
Yes.
There we go. Awesome.
Yes, the Wiz.
Awesome show,
Yes.
and we will see you guys next week.
Boom. See you soon.